Imagine inheriting a slice of paradise that's been in your family for generations, only to have some HOA busybody waltz in like she owns the deed to heaven itself, screaming that your great-grandpa's hand-built dock is now HOA property, and demanding you pay up or get bulldozed. That's exactly what hit me like a freight train on a quiet morning by Lake Clearwater, where the pine scent used to mean peace, not perfume-drenched warfare. But oh, the sweet irony when 3 years later, I watched her pack her designer bags from the mansion she built on my land, keys in my hand, courtesy of a judge who saw right through her suburban dictatorship. My name's Ezra Thornfield, and that island off Lake Clearwater has been Thornfield turf since 1896. Great-grandpa Silas snagged those 47 acres for a cool $200. Back when that bought you more than a fancy latte these days. We're talking pristine wilderness. A log cabin hewn by hand, off-grid solar that doesn't flake out during storms, rainwater setup that's the envy of every survivalist forum. For generations kept it simple, no McMansions, no Airbnb empires, just fishing, family, and forgetting the world's noise. Me? I'm 52, retired marine engineer. Built bridges in hellholes where incoming wasn't just a weather report. Came back 2 years ago after losing Sarah to cancer, the sneaky kind that hollows you out slower than a bad divorce. We had plans. Turn the island into a vet retreat for PTSD warriors. Sarah sketched therapy gardens weaving through the old pine trails, places where broken souls could rebuild without the VA's red tape. But plans? Yeah. Those got derailed by Vivian Blackthorne, the HOA president who treated rules like her personal scepter. She showed up unannounced, her speedboat whining across the calm water like a toddler throwing a tantrum. Stepped onto my dock in a white pantsuit that screamed, "I bill by the hour," clipboard in hand like it was Excalibur. The perfume? Overpriced aggression, clashing with the wood smoke from my fire pit like oil and water, or more like entitlement and reality. "Mr. Thornfield," she barked, not waiting for a nod. Vivian Blackthorne, president of Clearwater Luxury Communities HOA. Your structure violates 37 architectural standards. It's under our expanded boundaries now. I set down my hammer. I'd been fixing dock planks, the rhythmic thuds a poor man's therapy, and wiped my hands on jeans that had seen more dirt than her nails ever would. "Ma'am, this island's older than your HOA's ink." "What violations?" She flipped pages like a judge at sentencing. "Solar panels? Non-compliant. Composting toilet? Health hazard. And that garden needs paving for uniformity. 30 days to comply, or foreclosure. Assessment, $85,000. Retroactive." Her smile, sharp as a loan shark's. I bit my tongue. Marines know when to scout before striking, but inside, I clocked it. HOA's love expanding without votes or filings. Time to dig into county records. Word around Murphy's Marina was Vivian ran the HOA like a mini-fascist state. "More complaints than roaches in a diner," old Dolores grumbled while pumping my boat gas. "Fines folks for aesthetic disruptions like having a bird feeder. Thinks lakefront's her country club." That night, by the fire Sarah and I once shared, I pored over her papers. Remove panels? Demolish the toilet? Paint beige? Turn sanctuary into Stepford Wives Central? Nah. I stared at the oak with Silas's initials carved deep. If Vivian wanted war, she'd get a strategist, not a hothead. Week 2. Certified male hit like a sucker punch. Blackthorne and Associates, fancy letterhead. Gold embossed that cost more than my groceries. Claim, my access road crossed HOA turf. 50-foot easement to the mainland? Now $1,200 monthly maintenance. Backdated 5 years. $72,000 for gravel that hadn't seen a pothole fill since Reagan. I drove to the courthouse. Basement records smelling like forgotten history. Hours flipping deeds from fountain pen era. And boom. Original 1896 deed. Perpetual right-of-way granted. Prescriptive easement, 99 years of use trumps tantrums. Filed my counterclaim that afternoon. Clerk Betty stamped it with a grin. That Blackthorn's got more gripes than a call center. Good luck. On. Vivian's comeback? Faster than a bad check. Thursday. My road's a crime scene. Yellow signs screaming, no trespassing. Prosecution imminent. Private security. Kid named Jerry, 19-ish. Sunburnt lobster in a baggy uniform. Sorry, sir. He mumbled as I pulled up, radio squawking fast food orders. Gotta check authorization. Through the windshield. Vivian on her deck. Binoculars like a paranoid peacock. Jerry. This road's family since before that mansion was a blueprint. He fidgeted. Orders are orders. Handed him my filing. Give this to your boss. Tell her easements don't expire like her patience. Drove on. Gravel crunching like her crumbling scheme. That evening at the marina, Dolores eye-rolled epic. She fined the Johnsons for a fire pit. Visual pollution. Hardware Dan slipped me forms with my screws. On the house. Rooting for ya. By Sunday. Neighbors spilled. Wind chimes, auditory assault. Fishing boats, incompatible aesthetics. Vivian's complaint pile? Taller than her ego. Month 2 exploded like a budget blockbuster. Dawn diesel roars woke me, barges. Cranes. Hard hats swarming. Clearwater Island Resort. 32 cookie-cutter cabins infecting my land. Sawdust and exhaust choked the air, hammering at 6 a.m. Sharp, 'cause even chaos follows HOA hours. Balls a move, no permits I could sniff. Zoning office. Tired receptionist Gladys sighs. Director Matthews. Enter Richard. Vivian's ex. Mustache from 87. Handshake like limp salad. Concerns about development? They're on my property. No permits. He tapped keys lazily. Fast-tracked yesterday. Commercial rec zone. Guidelines penned by his ex's cronies. No doubt. Military lesson. Corrupt locals? Escalate. Called state EPA. Photos of eagle nests disturbed. Lake dumping. Investigator Sandra. Intriguing. Document everything. By Friday. Vivian's barge bash. Champagne pop echoing like mockery. Instagram. Dreams don't work unless you do boss lady lake living. Pristine hard hat. Workers eyeing her like a bad boss. Then accident. Crane oops. Cracks my solar panels. Away from cameras. Foreman Big Mike knocks. Apologetic grip. Real sorry. Accidents happen. Tone said he hated her guts too. But I documented GPS pics. Logs. EPA would feast. Porta potties lake dumping. Debris confetti. Eagle violation. Let her build each nail. My future payday. Month 3. Firewood splitting. Therapy in swings. When Jerry delivers nuisance complaint. Photos of my cabin like surveillance porn. Composting. Hazard. Rainwater. Environmental threat. Wants condemnation. Me evicted. Stench of desperation over autumn leaves. Marines pivot. Called Inspector Rodriguez for voluntary check. 2 days later. He pokes 3 hours. This setup's gold standard. Better than most septics. Bombshell. Those new cabins? 14 missing permits. FOIA request filed, ammo acquired. Response quick. Violations galore. Fines nuclear. Evening. Knock. Tommy Kowalski. Old squad leader. Beers in hand. Ezra. She hired me to dig dirt, or make it. Sat on Sarah's porch. Waves lapping. Vivian Zopp. Fake accounts rumor-mongering, unstable vet threats. Petition. Me menacing workers. Fiction with signatures from strangers. Irony. Sewage dumper calls me danger? That night. Great-grandpa's papers yield jackpot. 1,896 map. 47 acres. Not 31. 16 missing, include her mansion. Half development. Maps side by side. Empire on my dirt. Hammer to chest, harassing owner of her castle. By month's end. Harassment docs for federal charges. Corruption to topple county hacks. But Sarah taught revenge cold. Let her dig deeper. Month 8. Vivian's McCarthy reboot. PR firm Reputation Defenders. Crisis comms equals villainizing me. Panic rot stronger than shore leaves. Fake accounts viral. Unstable vet terrorizing families. She. Lake Poisoner. A safety saint. Trial December 15th, 3 years post first assault. Rebecca, my lawyer, files for injunction. Lotto damages. Enviro Group's presscon. Vets rally. But Vivian rattles. Mayor Thompson docs. Cologne EPA violating. Ezra. Buddy. Settle quietly. Avoid unpleasantness. Translation, his graft exposed. What unpleasantness? Bad publicity? Code probes? Smile fixed. Threat lake clear. Commissioners threatened anonymously. PR fingerprints. Matthews resigns pretrial. Ignorance plea. Nuclear, emergency condemnation bypasses inspections. Inspector Briggs, bribe taker. Arrives. Clipboard swagger. Death trap. Foundation shot. Electrical lethal. Demolish now. Codes. Fumble. Obvious to pros. Hazard. But my prior pro-inspect. Cabin solid century more. Community surges. Support Ezra signs. Marina boat parade. 37 vessels circling solidarity. Hardware donation jar overflows. Kids crayon cards. Don't let mean lady take house. Vets heroes. Vivian's cruise weekend rush. Hammers war drums. Hidden cams catch. Dump orders. Bribes. Fraud payments. Enviro tests. Contam groundwater. Finance. Cash to forgetful officials. Video harassment to crimes. D-Day prep. Last weekend. Sarah's sketches. Gardens over concrete. Justice inbound. December 15th. Crisp dawn. Divine vibe. Courthouse media zoo. Vans. Protesters support vets. Cameras blockbuster ready. Courtroom packed. Nervous sweat and wood polish. Judge Crawford's coffee waft. Vivian enters. Suit truck pricey. 5 lawyers war criminal ready. Confidence cash bought. Me, marine dress. Grandpa's purple heart, armor for battles. Rebecca, smoking gun grin. Crawford, gray beard, corruption spotter eyes. Quiet title action. Plaintiff claims defendant's dev on his land. Vivian's attorney, $600 per hour drone. Frivolous extortion. Blackthorn legal. Gallery fidgets as he paints her victim. Me delusional. Rebecca rises. Room chills. Exhibit A. 1896 survey. Projector, hand-drawn art versus modern shrink. Gasps. Exhibit B, county record, mysterious shrink. Exhibit C, 3D overlay, eruption, all her build on mine. Order gavel. Fireworks, Vivian stand. Swears research thorough. Rebecca shark smile. Real estate license? Survey knowledge. Pauses lunch long. Relied on county. 16 acres vanish since 1896? Assumed accurate. Audio, bribery to Matthews. Silence. Careers boom. Not dispute. Theft via HOA. Betty testifies. 87 digitization errors for connected folks. Pattern decades deep. Recess. Reporters stampede. Outside. Chance. Vets at attention. Day 2. Enviro destruction testimony. Big Mike dump confess. Accountant $2.3 million unjust. Damage control fails. Corruption unpolishable. Verdict. 2 hours eternity. For plaintiff. Vacate properties. Award ownership. $2.3 million damages. Fees. Injunction. Steps erupt. Colors. Victory declarations. National news. Justice with vindication side. Aftermath. 72 hours. 32 cabins mine. Her mansion too, my unwitting investor. HOA dissolves coffee quick. Bill's legacy. Vivian flees Florida. Swampland scams. Timeshare pyramids. Never learn. Misery foundations sink. Transformation. Cabins to Clearwater vets retreat. PTSD haven. Irony divine. Greed built Sarah's dream. Big Mike heads crew meaningful builds. Mansion. Community hub. Rooms. Library. Judgment-free dining. Enviro restore. 6 months resurrection. Septics out. Water better. Eagle's nest return. 47 acres easement protected. No future Vivians. Settlement funds. Ops. Free therapy. Sarah scholarship. HOA defense fund. Healing blooms. Vets mend in woods. Gardens over concrete. Meditation over machines. Sarah smiles in peace moments. Precedent. Survey mandates. Law class staple Vivian's fail eternal. Community. December 15th Independence Day, music. Ceremonies. Education. Festival funds conservation. Support. Kids teach kids bully stand. Reporter Marcus Awards for series, 3 state exposes. Rebecca Eyes AG run, justice over hours. Last week, 3 families aid, Montana teacher versus resort gift. This morning, doc sit, vets heal in gardens over cabins. Pines and coffee over exhaust. Revenge, beauty from greed ashes. Patience truth beats money corruption. David's slingshot wins just causes. Retreat. 50 vets monthly counsel. Therapy. Warrior healing. Sarah lives in touches. Restores. Waterside peace. For Jen's home fight worthy. Share your HOA horror in comments, you're not alone. Subscribe for more Goliath topplers proving little guys win right causes. Like if fight for yours believer. Bell for cold justice updates. Lake peaceful meant. Eagles soar. Vets heal. Florida. Vivian learns karma's memory. Legal teeth. But here's the real question. In a world where HOAs wield rules like weapons, is the true villain the power-hungry enforcer, or the system that lets them play God over your backyard? Who's really trespassing, the landowner or the law twister?